Okay, well, thank you so much for joining this happy hour. I don't know if you have a cocktail in hand, but this is Mindful Minerals Product Orientation. I am Melissa Swice. I am a cosmetic chemist and one of the founders of Mindful Minerals. So I know some of you watching have been with us for a really long time. So I'm really flattered that you're joining us for the product orientation. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to chime in at the end and add your comments on any products that are your favorites, and also expand upon what I'm sharing on the multi uses of the different products that we carry. So I'm going to start from the beginning. Some of you probably heard it before. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I really am excited for you to join this journey because it is a journey getting to know about these wonderful minerals that are transforming our skin and learning more about the line and how you can share them in your community, in your business, and with your families. So having said that, we'll begin now, and I'm trying to keep this under an hour. And again, you're welcome to type into the chat, or I'll answer questions in the end. So the first thing that I want to talk about, the most important thing about our product, well, there's actually two things, the mindful part and the minerals. And when you are beginning to sell the line, there's so much information that you can have, but really learning one or two important key factors on each product is going to go a long way. But the key thing about the entire line is that the products are clean, meaning all of the ingredients that are used to formulate mindful minerals, we have scanned and reviewed them in the Environmental Working Group database for safety. And so we use safe rated ingredients, and every single product has the highest concentration of minerals that that formula can hold. And these minerals, which you see this list here, there's over 35 minerals and elements that are necessary for life. And they are packed in each product, and they are transdermal minerals. So you're going to find that these transdermal minerals are the reason why the products work so well. And if you just look at these different minerals, for example, I have this little chart in the magazine that you have now as dealer magazines, and we've also created the consumer magazine. But this little list of minerals here, each one of these minerals, we only mentioned one thing that the mineral does. And if you go to our website now, we're expanding upon these minerals, and we're going to do full pages on every single mineral and important activities that they do, or life building activities they do. So, the next thing that I want to talk about the minerals again is that they are transdermal. And what does that mean is that these minerals are active, and when they come in contact with the skin, almost kind of like a skin patch, those minerals penetrate all the way to the blood. And so, as you're doing your everyday beauty routine or personal care routine, you're getting the minerals that your body needs, specifically and most importantly, magnesium. And the magnesium in the mindful minerals is at 40% concentration, and it is one of the most important minerals for our bodies. And it's responsible for over 300 enzymatic processes in the body, and it is incredibly active, penetrating through the skin. We have a deficiency in magnesium in the United States, as you can see on my quotation here. Up to 90% of Americans are deficient in magnesium, and only 25% of Americans get the recommended daily allowance. And the reason that's happened is because of our food growing practices, if you are, farming practices over the last 100 years have depleted the minerals in the food we eat. So we only actually get 50% of the minerals that we did 100 years ago from the food we eat. And other studies, again, have shown that minerals that you're getting transdermally through the skin are actually more bioavailable to the blood because the food that we eat, the minerals go to the digestive tract. and therefore are, by the time they get to the rest of the body, are depleted. We also talk about the minerals being transdermal. And what does that mean? Transdermal minerals mean that these minerals the transdermal mineral products, mindful minerals, are formulated to penetrate into the body, where most cosmetics and personal care products and skincare products are topical. So they're formulated and created to basically address the epidermis and the topical part of the skin, but the molecules and the particles are so large that they only can penetrate the very, very surface of the skin. Transdermal products and transdermal minerals penetrate all the way to the blood and to the subcutaneous tissue. So they're making an overall health benefit. And if you notice in the slide before, the amount of the transdermal minerals increase the blood level magnesium more optimally over injections and oral magnesium. So having said that, all of these products that we're using are formulated to penetrate deep in the body. And we said most products are formulated to affect the surface of the skin. And that's only half the story, because actually our skin absorbs up to 5 pounds of chemicals each year from the products that we put on them. And these chemicals, many of the chemicals that are entering into the bloodstream are the unintended, unfortunate chemicals, PFAS, the polyfluoroalkyl substances, which are considered forever chemicals. These are the endocrine disrupting chemicals that mimic estrogen, that are the parabens, the phthalates, phthalates being a hidden ingredient in fragrance. So that's one of the things that you really want to pay attention to in the products that you're carrying outside of Mindful Minerals, and also the products that you're buying and using, on yourself and in your household, because phthalates, again, a hidden ingredient in fragrance. We have it everywhere, but in so many personal care products. And these are endocrine disruptors, as well as causing not only reproductive development damage, but also are linked to cancer. One thing also too about the mindful minerals that is really great is because not only do the mindful minerals not have these endocrine disrupting chemicals, but they also are known, the Dead Sea minerals that are in high concentration in the products are known to pull bioaccumulated chemicals, toxins, and radiation from the body, and the heavy metals. So it's a double benefit. Not only are you not getting these bad chemicals in your body, but it's helping to detoxify the buildup over time. We absorb up to 60% of what we put on our skin, and children absorb 50% more. So when you have teens and children in the household, you need to be more concerned about the ingredients. And as I always, if you've ever gotten to attend one of my other presentations or a mud party, I always like to let people know the good news, because we can actually control and make a huge difference in our health just by stop using products that have those chemicals. And that was revealed by the University of California, Berkeley Hermosa study, which was done in 2016. And what they had done is interviewed 100 Latino teens and interviewed them on the products that they were using every day, and then measured the level of parabens, phthalates, triclosan, and avobenzone, all endocrine disrupting chemicals that are in these products. They measured the levels of those in their urine and found them to be disturbingly high, alarmingly high, and very much leading to reproductive development damage. And what they did was they took those products away that the girls were using, and they replaced them with products that were not, did not have these chemicals. Only after 3 days, they retested their urine, and these chemicals had dropped up to 30 and 40% in that little bit of time. So it's really a huge impact. And I think that's really exciting news that you can share with people. The reason why they picked an ethnic minority, so if you are serving ethnic minority or in the community, I mean, we all can be aware that these minorities are being marketed the worst chemical products, hair straighteners and skin brighteners, and just really toxic chemicals. And the great news about mindful minerals, which we didn't mention at the very beginning, is that they're mindfully priced as well. As you probably already are aware, the pricing is so that more people have access to safe skincare. I refer to, it's kind of a tough choice between whether you're going to eat the inorganic chicken or you're going to use the cheap Pantene Pro V vitamin shampoo. We need to pay attention to the food that we eat, but also what we're putting on our skin. And with mindful minerals, you don't have to make those tough decisions because they're affordable. In the magazine, that everyone should have one of these magazines, and if you haven't, please contact me and email me. But this is our new dealer magazine, and it has the Dirty Dozen, which is in here, which I think everybody should be familiar with because I'll mention just a couple of them, but they're ingredients that you see every day in many of the products that people are using and unaware of these chemicals. And also, too, if you haven't done so, in your next order, you're going to get our consumer version of the magazine because so many gave us such great feedback. We took out the business side of the magazine and put all of the products in here with the ingredients, with the environmental working group rating on those ingredients. So I'm not going to go over the Dirty Dozen, but I mean, benzoyl peroxide, it's in probably at least half of the products that are being marketed over the counter for acne. And it's a tumor promoter. It causes DNA damage. You can read it. You get the idea, because I don't want to delay and I want to get into mindful minerals and why they are so great, how you can use them in your business and help families make those safer choices when it comes to skincare. So Mindful Minerals is a professional skincare line packed with active ingredients and, again, tons of minerals. So we're going to begin with our cleanser, and this is our mud face cleanser. And one of the main ingredients that you probably already are aware of, sodium lauryl sulfate, is in many of these like liquid face washes and body washes. And it's a petrochemical. It's really bad for the body. So this is a gentle foaming mud cleanser. It's got the Dead Sea mud. It has no sodium lauryl sulfate, super gentle and effective for all skin types. The Dead Sea mud in the Dead Sea mud cleanser has acne and rosacea bacteria killing minerals. So it actually kills the Demodex mites that we all have in our natural biome, if you will. And the Dead Sea mud kills them. And those are the Demodex mites are an overpopulation for people who experience rosacea and acne, just to name a couple of conditions. Great. Also, it has some of the fruit acids that you're going to see that we have in our toner also. So not only is it going to deep clean the skin, kill the acne bacteria, but it also is a gentle exfoliant from those fruit acids. So it's going to address hyperpigmentation and post-hyperpigmentation. So really effective, gentle cleanser. Also, too, when you cleanse with this, it doesn't strip the skin or throw off the pH. So it's a very conditioning. The Dead Sea minerals not only, a lot of people think, ooh, they're going to dry out the skin when you think of the Dead Sea mud. But actually, the Dead Sea mud has skin conditioners in it and hydrates the skin. So if you're familiar with the Dead Sea, you know that many people, make the pilgrimage to go there if they have chronic conditions like eczema and psoriasis because of those skin conditioning minerals. So moving right along into the Dead Sea mud mask. And this is a great picture that we have of a client from the Salt Suite in Delray Beach. This is Anna, and she documented her healing by using Mindful Minerals and specifically crediting the Dead Sea mud, and also attending salt therapy twice a week. And that combination really, in 6 weeks, cleared up a pretty serious case of acne that she has here. And so as far as the Dead Sea mud goes, it's safe for anyone. It's great to use once a week for people who are just, doing overall skin health. If someone has acne or rosacea, up to 3 times a week is great. You could actually literally do the Dead Sea mud mask every day and your skin will continue to improve. But again, once a week is great for maintenance. Chronic conditions, 3-4 times a week, I recommend that you apply the mud mask. And the mud can actually be applied all the way onto the upper eyelid, all the way to the lash line. And the reason why I recommend people do that is because anything that you apply to the skin after using the Dead Sea mud is going to penetrate more efficiently. And deeper. And we have the active peptides and the hyaluronic acid that we apply after we do the mud mask. So it really does a great job in lifting the eyes and also helping get rid of crow's feet. But also, in addition, and a bonus is it will help get rid of milia. And milia are the hard keratin deposits that some people have the propensity to get as we age on the eyelid, eye area around here, which I get. And usually those are very difficult to remove. And most people, if they want them removed, have to go to a dermatologist and have them removed. But 2 or 3 treatments of the Dead Sea mud, they go away. So really, really wonderful application. You do need to let people know that there is a bitey, stinging, tingly sensation when using the Dead Sea mud. It's normal. I just let people know if they're uncomfortable, obviously take it off. But if a person can leave it on for 3 minutes before they hop in the shower, 5 minutes, even better. The first couple minutes, it opens the pores, it decongests the pores, and it just really clears up the skin. If you're using the Dead Sea mud and giving facials, I recommend that you do not, or should say, I do not recommend you use steam. It's not necessary, and it can really be a little too intense. Moving along, this is our Get Clear Cranberry Toner, and it is, I don't like to call it a toner because it's really a treatment. The cranberry toner has all these active acids, fruit acids, that address acne and hyperpigmentation. And it also has humectants that mimic our natural oils. So one of my estheticians kind of famously called it the peel and the heal. And I really love that. And we stick with that now because it's going to speed up cell turnover. And it's going to also hydrate the skin. So for a teen with acne, they can use the Mud Face Cleanser or the Dead Sea Mud Bar, and then a spray of the toner. And that's basically their acne treatment and going to be their moisturizer for the day. It has cranberry seed, bilberry, witch hazel, which is a humectant, and the cranberry and the bilberry along with the witch hazel and the sugar cane are going to be your alpha hydroxy acid, beta hydroxy, and then it has kojic acid from mushrooms. So again, that's going to speed up the cell turnover. And then the witch hazel, aloe vera juice, and the Dead Sea minerals are your humectants that mimic our natural oils. Very simple to use. Great also to spray on the back for back acne. And I do recommend when using the Get Clear Toner during the day to definitely wear the BB cream or a barrier zinc safe sun protection. And that's just, of course, during the day to protect from the sun. Next, we have our hyaluronic acid. And what makes our hyaluronic acid special? Well, first, let's talk about hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is nature's moisture molecule. It is literally the fluid of our skin cells. And as we get older, those skin cells begin to flatten out and lose their volume. And our hyaluronic acid is really great because for two reasons, it actually penetrates really deep into the skin. Most hyaluronic acid molecules are pretty large. They're about 1,000,000 Daltons, which sounds huge, but it's so tiny. But actually, that's a size that will just stay on the surface of the skin, which is nice having, your surface of your skin hydrated. That molecule will pull moisture from the air and hydrate the surface of the skin. But our hyaluronic acid is 3D. You can consider it three-dimensional, but it actually has three different Dalton size, and Dalton is like the tiniest particle. So it has actually a particle as little as 5,000 Daltons, which is the very smallest, that penetrates all the way to the subcutaneous tissue. So we're actually adding volume and hydration to the deep tissue, the dermis, and the epidermis with our hyaluronic acid serum. Additionally, and a study just came out, I think it was, I forget, I gotta refer to it. Well, that the magnesium is also an incredible delivery method for the hyaluronic acid. So it piggybacks on that and is just a really great penetration. We do as well for the hyaluronic acid have the niacinamide. So it has that added vitamin B3 so that it's going to address acne again, and also been known, it's also known to address fine lines and wrinkles. So really wonderful. One little tiny pump has incredible glide all over the entire face. We recommend kind of the order that I'm doing things: cleanse, and then tone, and then you can use the hyaluronic acid. And then wait till it will dry to, it feels a little bit like a serum, and it'll dry to a powdery finish and be ready for Get Carded. Get Carded is our #1 product. It is a 3-in-1 moisturizer, eye cream, and an anti-aging serum in one. It's a tripeptide. It has matrixyl synthesis, which is a wonderful, super active tripeptide that's been documented to nearly double our own collagen production in 8 weeks. So it's our native collagen production. Also, it diminishes the depth of forehead lines and crow's feet about 30% in 8 weeks. So this product will be your #1 selling product, and it will be your stickiest product, meaning that people will continue to come back for it once they've used it. When you first put it on, it's very light. Seems like, it's nice. But after a couple of weeks of using it, most people that know you will be able to see a difference. And then after 1 month, 2 months, for people who are over 40, it will literally take 5 to 10 years off the face as they continue to use it. We won't go down to looking 12, but it really makes a huge difference. And I love to compare this one, and I hope to do more of these comparisons with our other products, but I put Mindful Minerals up against some of the products that were at our last trade show, this professional product line. And I wanted to compare not only the safety, we already know the efficacy, but also the cost comparison to the other products out there. So, I put the cost per ounce. So if it was a half an ounce, then I doubled up the cost. And then some of the downsides, and then the environmental working group ranking. And I got to segue back because I didn't really mention the environmental working group that much at the beginning. So I just want to share with you again, the environmental working group is a not-for-profit organization that analyzes the chemicals in our world. They analyze the chemicals in our environment, the chemicals in the products that we use every day, in our water, and in the food that we eat. And they rank those ingredients for toxicity and safety on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the very safest. This was a tough choice to decide how can we get across that our products are the safest, cleanest, toxic ingredients, because there's no real regulation in the personal care and the beauty products industry on words like organic and natural. What happens is some companies will we do what we call greenwashing. So they will like take the parabens out as their preserving system so they can put paraben free on the front. And then you'll turn their ingredients over and look at the back, and the preserving system they use to replace the parabens is even more unfortunate. So we didn't want to play that game, and that's why we just determined to go with Environmental Working Group. We don't have to pay. Anyone can use it. It's a free database. You can download the free app called Healthy Living, and you can scan products for safety. And if you want to learn more about that, also watch my video on the events and also look in your magazine. But okay, moving right along. Get carded, $45 an ounce, green rated. Let's look at other green rated. I like this one. Repage is a 1 green rated, and also Lyra has good green rated ingredients. They don't have the minerals, but that's okay. I would put these on my skin. The problem with selling these two different product lines, and not only are they double the price of Get Carded, but I don't have this on here. It's in your magazine. These two professional lines are also sold on Amazon.com and Walmart.com, direct to the consumer at a price less than what they suggest you sell it as. And when you see the suggested retail price, the average markup, as you know, or the wholesale price, as you are well aware, is only 50%. So you had to pay $45 and you sell it for $90, but you only sell it once for $90 because right when somebody's in your treatment chair, they're going to be Googling it, or they're going to go look and find it online for cheaper than $90, and you'll never be able to sell it again. Image is big in Florida. So if you're in Florida, I'm sure you've seen Image. 9 on the ingredients, and here's some of the ingredients in there. Eminence is not so bad. It's 2 to 4, but unfortunately, it probably would have been a green rated, and the price is really actually not that bad if they hadn't added that color additive. That green color additive is not supposed to be put on the lips around the eyes. But I mean, if you're using the marine flower peptide, I think you would probably thinking you're going to put it, around on your whole face. SkinCeuticals, that's just disgusting. $162 an ounce and an 8 methylparaben. I mean, anyway, we'll move on. I digress. Next in line, we are discussing the BBCC cream. And our BBCC cream, just like our Get Carded is a moisturizer, an eye cream, anti-aging, 3-in-1, our BB cream is a 10-in-1. And basically, it is a safe sun protection. It's got 15% zinc oxide, which equals 30 SPF. It's packed with minerals, and it's got the peptides in it. It also has black, yellow, and red iron oxide, so it's going to blur the imperfections. So it will not only protect from the sun, but it's also going to give you like a nice overall finish that looks very natural. So it will be kind of like a concealer or a primer. However, the ingredients look very, very natural. So just as when you've been, hi, I gotta see who's on. Hi, I gotta see who we are here. Somebody's baby's online. Okay, my dog's gonna bark in a minute too, so. All right, moving right along here. So it's got the iron oxide that blurs the imperfection. It's a BBCC cream. BB creams were created in Korea and as a treatment for women who underwent plastic surgery. And it was prepared so it would protect them from the sun, have ingredients to heal the skin, and also blur any incisions while women were healing, and they found that they loved it. Their skin was incredible from it. So then it hit the United States, and couple years later, and then every single skincare company labeled their tinted moisturizer a BB cream. But it's not a BB cream, it's a tinted moisturizer. Ours is a real BB cream. It has those peptides and minerals that are actually healing the skin. It's fighting acne all day long with the zinc and the Dead Sea minerals. But it also is a CC cream, and CC creams mean color correction. And our CC color correction comes from daisy extract, Bellis perennis, which is an organic skin brightening complex that will fade out post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, old sunspots, age spots while you're wearing it. So while you put it on, it looks really natural. You're wearing it all day long. Over time, it's improving the clarity and the evenness of your skin tone so that after using it for a couple of months, you wake up in the morning, it looks like you have makeup on. It really is an incredible skin treatment. And as well, then, women who are used to wearing foundation or powder, may put on the BB cream and then still put on foundation or powder. It's fine. The BB cream, though, is a great barrier. So the unfortunate ingredients in the foundation and the powder are not going to penetrate, but they're going to notice over time as they use it, they're going to use less foundation, less powder, to the point where most of our clients only wear BB cream. No need to wear any other coverage because that gives the coverage needed. Rescue Me is my favorite. Rescue Me and Get Nurtured Ointment, we'll talk about the difference between the two. They are interchangeable as far as applications. Rescue Me is an incredible product that does many things, and we use it for anything severe skin conditions. Use it for lip treatment. If you see over here, this is Gloria Sims, who is one of our dealers' grandmother, and she had basal cancer removed, cells removed, and the prescriptions that she was sent home with from the doctor clearly were not healing it up. And Gloria was just looking at this the other day. She goes, Melissa, that second pictures is after 6 weeks. So I put 8 weeks, but it heals the skin. The difference, it has lanolin, shea butter, Dead Sea minerals, and it has Peru balm, which is a resin, a tree resin, which heals wounds, and it just works synergistically. So as you can see, this crazy list of applications over here, I have more and more testimonials on this product than anything. The Rescue Me is different from the Get Nurtured ointment in that it has an added ingredient, sapropel. And sapropel is it's a gel mud that comes from the Black Sea in Estonia, and it has fulvic and humic acids. It's been known to heal nerve damage. It's just a really incredible ingredient. So I just wanted to share this picture because, as I said, people share pictures with me all the time. This is Heather Went, owns the Life's Journey Day Spa in Wisconsin. And this is just a new client of hers who had an accident with propane and was using Rescue Me. And she also used LED light therapy. And it's really you can see how happy he is that he's healed because that was a very severe accident. We also, if you're familiar with slugging, love to promote Rescue Me or Get Nurtured in replace of Vaseline, which is used for slugging. And slugging is the TikTok phenomena, it's craze, if you will, and the Korean beauty hack. And the whole premise is using Vaseline as a night treatment over the active ingredients like your hyaluronic acid and your peptides in order to hold in the active ingredients and boost hydration. However, Vaseline is a hideous chemical, or petroleum jelly, petroleum jelly. It's a petrochemical. Vaseline, baby oil, these things should never be put on the skin. You can read a little bit more about that and why in the magazine, but it is definitely something you should look into. Now, this is the Get Nurtured ointment. It comes in a 10-ounce jar, and this was basically the first one that we created. I'm sorry, it's a 6-ounce jar, and it was originally formulated to treat eczema and psoriasis. And my estheticians, all of you who've been using the product line, just started sharing all the great things that you use it for. Chemical peel gone wrong, wax tears. This is Fred Chavez. He also had an accident. It must have been a propane. He was installing a gas stove, And this is 7 days of healing. I have a doctor in Ocala, Florida, did a testimonial that the Get Nurtured ointment healed the diabetic ulcers on his patient's legs. So we really encourage people to share it with your entire community. It works great for bed sores for people living, in the hospital or assisted living. And it's also great for diaper rash, babies with eczema, just really, really drug-free, steroid-free. And I can't say enough about it. Our Elixir Transdermal CBD cream is a great CBD cream. CBD, as you know, has like really hit the market in the last couple of years, and the downside to it is that there's not regulation on it. So a lot of products are marketed with X amount of grams of CBD, and you don't really know the quality and where it's come from. So we really have had great success with our CBD cream because of the 320 milligrams full spectrum cannabidiol. But what makes our CBD cream stand out from the rest is not the percentage and all of that. It does help, but the magnesium. So the 40% magnesium in the elixir with the CBD is really delivering pain relief that compares to pharmaceutical oral medication. I have people say this is better than Vicodin. And if you've ever used it, if you have arthritis or joint pain or back pain, within 2 minutes of application, most people are going to feel noticeable relief in their pain, if not complete pain relief. So it's great. All of the oils in it are the same oils that we're using in our body butter and in our Get Carded. So really, really wonderful. Great choice for pain healing. Also recommend it for anxiety and stress. Even for children who can't sleep, rubbing it on the shoulders, doing a little foot massage with it really makes a great difference. Now, I'm sure everyone who's watching this has tried one of our bars, and probably the Get Dirty Mud Bar. Next to Get Carded, Get Dirty Mud Bar is right up there for being top seller and also repeat seller. The Dead Sea Mud Bar, like the Dead Sea Mud Face Wash, has that acne and rosacea bacteria killing minerals. This mud bar removes makeup. It doesn't strip the skin. It heals acne. It's just a really incredible bar. So anyone can use it. A lot of my men clients use it for the shampoo, body wash, face wash, everything in the shower. The Get Smooth Exfoliating Bar, I call it Body Scrub in a Bar, is a great bar in the shower. It's really good for getting rid of keratosis pilaris, which are those stubborn keratin bumps that some people get built up on the arms. Some children get it on the buttocks and their thighs, and sometimes on their cheeks. This exfoliating bar has the crushed walnut and apricot seeds. So it's really a hearty exfoliant, but it's stimulating cell turnover while infusing the minerals at the same time. So it's really also really great for crepe skin. So to go into the shower and really, use that bar, direct contact onto the skin is a wonderful treatment. When you switch over to these bars, again, remembering that the minerals are skin conditioners, you don't need lotion anymore. Now, our body butters are out of this world. I'm not saying don't use the body butter, but you really are not like running out of the shower to put some moisturizer on after using these soaps. Our body butters are basically magnesium vitamin. If you take a shower and you get out of the shower and you use the Get Baby body butter on your full legs and your arms, that is like taking a magnesium supplement. The Skin Rescue Bar is our most gentle soap. It has the olive oil, the Dead Sea minerals, and it has the laurel leaf oil, which was what we used to have when we were importing the Aleppo soaps from Aleppo, Syria. And so we determined to add that into our Skin Rescue Bar because the laurel berry oil that's in these soaps is a skin healer, but also has even been shown to shrink basal cancer cells. So really, really wonderful cleansing bar and great for babies. You can wash a baby's hair, face, and body. Yes, you do need to make sure it doesn't get in the baby's eyes. So basically, our line is designed to take 30 products out of a family's bathroom and replace them with 6 or 7 products the whole family is going to use. So the same thing I'm using for anti-aging, my teen is using for acne, use it on the baby's eczema. And so this is just a fun little diagram. You can replace all these face wash, body wash, cleansers with the mineral bars. The Pit Stop deodorant is an incredible aluminum-free and sodium, baking soda-free deodorant. Many of the natural deodorants, I'm really happy to see that, a lot of the companies, including Dove and even Old Spice, are making aluminum-free deodorant. So if you don't switch over to Pit Stop, just make sure you pick one of the varieties that doesn't have aluminum. Pay attention because the aluminum is linked to increased risk for Alzheimer's as well as being found in the breast cancer tumors. But ironically, some other things are found in those breast cancer tumors, which are found in the upper quadrant of the arm and that area where we're doing the armpit grooming. And what they're finding is also parabens and phthalates. So, they may take out the aluminum, but they still have artificial fragrance rather than essential oils that we use in our Pit Stop. You may still want to dig a little deeper. It's better than using an aluminum deodorant. But also, too, lastly, what I want to say about Pit Stop is that the magnesium salts that are used in Pit Stop, as opposed to the aluminum salts, work just as well for antiperspirant. Pit Stop is for men, women, and it works all day for anyone. And it's really effective. Oh, and I wanted to let you know it does not have baking soda. That's another unfortunate ingredient, though. Baking soda, is natural and everything. It has a super high pH and it causes the body to get sores. So a lot of people will use the natural deodorant and say, I got sores from it. I don't want to use it. And that's why. So we don't have any baking soda. And it's great. The Get Baby Body Butter, again, rather than using Vaseline intensive care lotion or, worse, I don't even know what's worse than that, but Body Works. The Get Baby Body Butter has coconut oil, moringa oil, shea butter. It has essential oils. So you have lavender or you have grapefruit, and it's got all that magnesium. So it's a vitamin in a lotion. Get Carded's going to replace your moisturizer, eye cream, anti-aging cream. The BB creams replacing your foundation, your makeup, your anti-aging, your sun protection. Incidentally, the zinc oxide or the titanium dioxide is the only safe sun protection. So always looking for a barrier sun protection. Avobenzone's been shown to be more cancer causing than the sun. And it also is a huge endocrine disruptor, estrogen mimicking chemical. Rescue Me or Get Nurtured, whatever your preference is going to get rid of your psoriasis cream, your foot cream, cortisone creams, Preparation H, diaper rash cream, all of that in just one product. So that was kind of my big summary, if you will. I think that I could definitely kept it under an hour, and I'm going to, and that's my dog telling me it's time.